Hi, it's your girl Zibenani on your wonderful show, Meet the Boss. This is a show, as you know, where we get to meet top CEOs and entrepreneurs. And today we have an amazing guest. And this happens to fascinate me because I'm a lover of art and I love keeping my memories. But if you want to know more about who we have, all you need to do is stick around and we'll be right back.
Grow your business fast. Log on to connectnigeria.com.
Welcome back. Like I said, we have a man in the house, the lover of art, the man who loves memories. And for those who love the selfies, well, let's hear what our professional photographer also has to say about that. Let's get to meet him. His name is Body Lawson. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, I'll try to enjoy you don't give me the spontaneous response.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so tell us a bit about yourself.
My name is Seyi Body Lawson. A lot of people call me Body Lawson because it is my name after all. So I decided to keep the surname literally as my part of my name. And I'm a professional photographer, film director, and I own like 3 studios, sound studio, an audio studio, visual studio, and literally a photography studio. And I have a BSc in management from the University of Lagos. I have a diploma in filmmaking, the prestigious New York Film Academy in New York. And
the list goes on.
The list goes on, yeah. And I have close like 20 years in the industry. It's amazing.
Okay, so what inspired you to go study filmmaking and thus actually, being in the same industry still as a photographer?
As a photographer, as a professional photographer, it's only a transition to film because film is actually photography in motion, repetition, and all the way going, fast and all that. So if you slow film down, you're getting photography. So as a professional photographer, I've always dreamt and enjoyed film. I've enjoyed because when I watch a movie, I don't watch movie just to entertain myself. I'm looking at camera angles, I'm looking at presentation, I'm looking at the writing behind it, I'm looking at the reason why the writer is doing what he, the thought, the way it's being lit, the aesthetics of of the entire movie. That's what I'm looking at, and that's what trips me. I come out of a movie, and what's at the back of my mind is that, wow, I love the way they lit it, I love the way the action went, I love the way it did this, I love the way it did that. Somebody else will come and say, oh, great movie, I was entertained, oh, fantastic, great memory. And that does it. But I will sit back and I'll think about it, I'll think about how and why they did what. Can it be replicated here? How did he light it? What equipment did he use? That's what I'll go back and study. So I'll know more. So transition to film was really like an easy thing. And because I love telling the stories in pictures, so it is just going to be awesome telling the story in film, whereby people can actually see more than mere still pictures and imagery. There's always an evidence of what you're supposed to do, always, from the little things that you're passionate about. Wow. It's always an evidence. It's only left up to you to develop it. It's so unfortunate that we don't really have that much of counseling in this country, whereby anyone that has that desire, all you have to do is go to the counselor and he'll put you to the right path. Not everybody is cut out to do medicine. Not everybody is cut out to do the sciences. Not everybody is cut out to do the arts.
But you need to be guided to that path.
Yeah, you need to guide it. So imagine someone that ought to be an artist, and for 30 years of his life he has been doing the sciences. He has been excelling in it. Then later he discovers and now has to transit all the way back. Imagine if he went to School of Arts, prestigious School of Art. He did masters, he did all of that, and he started doing all that. At a tender age, he's going to be a guru. And imagine that on a large scale. School, the nation, the world, people doing what they are passionate about and what they are supposed to do. Gosh, the world would be such a better and creative place.
I don't have to ask you how passionate you are about photography. So this brings me to the next question. What is your contribution? Because some other persons might be misled or may not have that guiding right now as a photographer? Do you have a training school?
Yes, I do. But because of the passion I had, I entered an industry that was a little bit, there were just a handful of people that were making money, and it wasn't really that much of a prestigious profession career in photography at all. But I decided that, look, I'm going to change that, so that when they ask any student, what do you want to be when you grow up? I don't want to hear doctor, lawyer. I don't want to hear that. I want to be a professional photographer. I want to be a director. I want to be a music producer. That's what I had in my mind. And I really fought tooth and nail, tried to present the industry larger than itself. That's what I mean. Understood branding, learnt branding, pushed the brand, but Lawson out there. People, everywhere you go, you get to see a touch of Body Lawson here. I kept doing all, I started people started listening to me, and people started interviewing me. I started shedding a lot of my experiences, trying to win people over, and it worked. And one thing, as the Bible always says, that, a man that has money will be listened to. That's the truth. So when you're influential and you have money, you find out that people listen to you. Poor man's words are
taken for granted.
Oh yes, people would want to listen to you. So it doesn't matter what you say. But if a rich man should sneeze and say, that's the new style of saying hello,
they'll give him an applause.
Yeah, and they'll give him an award. Unfortunately, that's the way life is. So you can't really change that. So you just have to understand how to use it. This actually stirred up the passion inside of me to teach people, because I'm one of those rare photographers that I'm versatile in a whole lot of things, all different areas in photography. So because of that, I decided that, look, let me train people to create and make the industry bigger, much bigger. So I'll be able to teach people the basics elements of photography, teach them, have an interactive, because there's what is called the philosophy of photography, the chemistry of photography, whereby you sit down. It's not just the technical aspect of it, the ability to sit back, to be able to think and put yourself in the seat of the client or the model. That way you can understand how they're thinking, how the client wants it to be presented, so that when you present an image, the image begins to speak
for you.
Yes, the image begins to tell its story. And that way, when you look at images, it tells great stories of wonderful things. You can tell how this particular client is, or the model is, how the model is actually. So it whips up sentiments inside of you. That way, when you see an album cover on the shelf, it will whip up sentiments for you to buy it, even if you haven't listened to the guy before. Those are some of the things that attribute to branding and all. That's why I have a school with Lawson School of Photography, whereby I teach people from basic photography all the way to weddings, landscape, imagery, landscape photography, still life, documentary photography, and a whole lot. So that way, I have a school here in Ikeja, and I try as much as possible.
Forms available.
You know what I mean? As much as possible, because people need to know. Because a lot of people just take it as if, you just stumble into it and, you fluke it, and, because they're taking pictures, they don't even know the basics of it. You need to know the basics so you can know exactly, because it's all about the industry. Let the standards rise and let people be more, let the competition be higher.
Looking for a business? Log on to connectnigeria.com.
Welcome back. We're still here with the amazing Body Lawson. How are you doing again?
Wonderful. I'm still here.
Okay, do you think photography has been an escape route for entrepreneurs, youngsters who are starting up, knowing fully well how the economy is, and since it doesn't encourage, there are no jobs? So do you think photography actually has a room or door open to youngsters?
Well, definitely. It really does. Reason being that, because they've seen a lot of us, making money, sort of, So, and because of the attention that we've been able to, all I have to just tell you is that look at the entertainment industry. A lot of people really don't understand how an industry works. It doesn't matter who are the people that are in the industry. if you have a passion for what you do and give it your very best, you will find out that what you are doing will influence the next person and influence the next person, and there's a chain of revolution going that is going to happen. So that's exactly what happened in this industry, in the entertainment industry, because you find out that the photographers like us, I said, look, we're going to give you quality imagery so that you will become larger than life. So when people see you, even if you don't have any money in your pockets, we will present you in such a way that you're a fine boy, you're an awesome chick, you've got money everywhere, and you're just good to go. That way, when people see you, then they can listen to your music. And once they listen to your music, a lot of people will now listen to your music. You have press materials to push out and all of that. Then people see you in a different light, bigger than what it is. That way, it spurs up. You get remuneration. More people and sponsors see you. You get better money. You get more money. Then you can now inspire a music video director and give him more money. You find out that he now will begin to think in line with the photographer and imagery to present to the whole public how your video is going to be like. He does a great video. What happens? Awesome, international standard. International video channels pick the videos, and what happens? The guy is blown up internationally. Thereby, once it's done, once you've blown up internationally, obviously the local people begin to go on the bandwagon. So you see how it is. Because they've been able to see us, how we've transformed this industry. All the music, the artists nowadays and all of that, all the billboards, all the things have stepped up, anything that has to do with imagery now has stepped up. Because now they've seen it, and they've seen the remuneration, the 6 figures that were being paid.
Or more.
7 figures, 7 figures that were being paid. What happens? They can now say, oh, there's a future in it. You can live and sustain your family and all of that on the proceeds of this particular profession. Nevertheless, that's why people can leave their banking jobs and become photographers, because you have your own time, you enjoy what you do, and you're getting paid for it. And you're getting paid good money. And also, it's an avenue for you to influence people.
I'm sure a lot of people also don't know that Body Lawson is not just a photographer. He's versatile and he can sing. Like I was asking you the other time, when are you going to have your single? So tell us about you singing. Tell us about that part we don't know about you.
I sing well. And because I get to normally sing in church and things like that, praise worship for myself. I don't really have the time. I would have gone and started leading praise worship in church, opportunities came. But the truth about it is that it's time. I wouldn't have the time really to rehearse, because, jobs come and, it's not going to be good for you to, especially when you're working with God, to be able to say, okay, look, I'm not going to, I won't be able to make it. It seems very irresponsible. But for the fact that I can sing, I will sing praise to God when it's doing praise worship. But the truth about it is that I'm working. I still believe that that's a talent that I still have, and I still have to use everything that God has given me.
Would I be asking for too much if I wanted you to do a praise and worship song?
Praise and worship song. No, I prefer that's where people say praise and worship. I prefer a love song rather than.
Okay, do you mind doing a love song?
Okay. This is a song I sang on my wedding day to my wife.
Oh. I guess she's watching right now.
Yeah, I hope. All right, I hope my voice is not cracking too much, because okay, here it goes. I see your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. And the moment that you wander far from me, I wanna feel you in my arms again.
You need to hit the studio, buddy.
May not think I care for you, but you know deep inside that I really do. And it's me you need to show.
You haven't been rehearsing, so yes, that is expected.
How deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to learn, 'cause you're living in a world of fools, breaking us down when we
And it. I really enjoyed spending this time with you, and I'm sure the viewers out there and entrepreneurs also are enjoying it as well.
Yes.
So one word, or would I say a tip or advice for entrepreneurs out there who actually want to be photographers?
All right. First of all, once you have the passion, come train at Lawson School of Photography. That's the first thing I'll say, because their foundation has to be solid. No matter what, and we teach you to have a solid foundation. And then once you do that, you have to stick to your plan. You have to make a plan, make a 5-year plan, make a 10-year plan, make a 20-year plan that is feasible, that has, you break it down, you write it in pen and paper, not on your iPad or anything. Pen and paper where we can see black and white, and then work it out and see yourself progressing. Don't jumpstart to do something else that you're not prepared for. Work your assets. Let your assets make money for you. Do a lot of savings. Be always focused at what it is you're doing, and your passion will carry you through.
That's a guide for those who are very passionate about what they do, and yes, if they also want to be future photographers like Body Lawson. If you want to know more about Body Lawson, all you need to do is visit our website to read our articles, www.pennanigeria.com. And if you want to see this video and many videos, visit our YouTube channel and also click the subscribe button. I remain my same self, Zibianani, your double dimpled host on your wonderful show, Meet the Boss. Until next time, I say, be safe.
Looking for a business? Log on to connectnigeria.com.